Dude.
Yo. What is up, everybody? It's your boy Leroy. Got my guys Matt and Zach here with me. Hope everybody's having a great weekend out there. Appreciate everybody who come through each and every week, man. But how y'all boys doing this weekend, man?
Go ahead, Matt. How you doing?
Dude, I'm tired. I ain't gonna put my day on the air. All right. It's been a day. I've been up since like 4 o'clock this morning. So,
Nice.
but that's about it. Yeah, it's been a day.
Yeah,
It's the first weekend I've had off in forever, so I'm
couldn't
hyped.
get that dad nap in.
I didn't get the dad nap in.
I know it was say he couldn't get that in. Yeah, mine was not very long, but it helped me quite a bit, man. It was probably like 30 minutes or so.
It's good seeing Zach having work off and him being in here.
Well, I told you I quit my job and got a new one, so like,
I'd be worried
Bro.
about Zach. You'd be working like 300 hours a week and shit.
hey man, hey, that's all I did. I just got a better work-life balance, so hopefully this is the new normal where I'm not in here, or I'm not missing shows, and I can be here more often.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and jump into it a little bit of running around the league real quick as we do each and every week. Let me go ahead and just start with this week of Thursday. Actually, no, I'll just start it off with last week. Whatever. So we open up the week. The Chargers beat the Vikings 37-10. The Miami Dolphins beat the Falcons 34-10. The Baltimore Ravens beat the Chicago Bears 30-16. The New York Jets get their first win of the season and beat the Bengals 39-38. The Buffalo Bills beat the Panthers 40-9. The Houston Texans got a win over the 49ers 26-15. The Patriots beat the Browns 32-13. The Eagles beat the Giants 38-20. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Saints 23-3. The Cowboys lost to the Broncos 44-24. Packers beat the Steelers 35-25. The Chiefs beat the Commanders 28-7. And then this week opened up, the Ravens beat the Dolphins 28-6. And the Dolphins GM has been fired, or I guess they parted ways, but pretty much relieved of his duties. And as we all know, the Colts gave the Titans another spanking, 38-14. Man, it was a lopsided victory for us once again. Definitely was expected by most of us. I think me and Matt pretty much had very close to those scores, and it ended up going that way, man. What did you guys think about the game?
Go ahead, Zach.
Overall, it was like, I feel like we as a group anticipated it was going to be a Colts victory. I didn't expect. I mean, I kind of thought that Tennessee would have some problems stopping the run, but I didn't think, Jonathan Taylor would only get 12 carries and go for like a buck, whatever the hell he went for off 12 carries.
Yeah.
So, the fact that Jonathan Taylor had 3 TDs off 12, I think 14 total touches and like 163 yards or whatever the heck it was.
150,
it's wild.
174 total.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah,
I thought Tennessee was better than that, but at the same time, like, this game just proved to me that the Colts are so balanced, and like that's going to be a problem for good teams, bad teams. They're just the balance, and it's a beautiful problem to have.
Love to see it. How about you, Matt? Any thoughts or takeaways from week
So week 8. It was week 8. But yeah, man, my first initial thoughts were the way the first quarter, I think, played out, where we looked a little sluggish. Didn't last very long, but we did look a little sluggish, in my opinion. Offensively, there were some kind of questionable play calls, a little bit of a lax in execution. I think Shane was trying to take some deep shots in times that he shouldn't have. I think he was just trying to end the game early. Um, but I think I kind of expected it. I said it last week. You didn't know really what to expect from the Titans due to them getting the new interim head coach, and then how that was going to play out with some of the decision making was my big point last week. And I would say after watching the game and seeing some of the decisions that he did make, I don't remember what his name is. You guys remember what his name is?
Mike McCoy.
Mike McCoy. That's it. Yeah, some of the decisions Mike McCoy made, I think, were equally as questionable as the calls that Brian Callahan made. Brian Callahan, he had the issues where with at the end of the first half where he was doing punt, field goal, punt type stuff, and then you had I think Mike McCoy came out in the second half and played a little conservative for a team that only has one win. They had a couple times where they were in that uh, that dead zone, in between the 40s, and it was like 4th and 3, 4th and 2 type situation, and they didn't go for it. But overall, I think we handled business like we normally would. Daniel Jones throwing for 272 yards and 3 touchdowns, again, no turnovers. So, I mean, Colts keep on rolling. So.
Most definitely, man. Yeah, so let me go ahead and jump into a little bit of recap as what Matt was talking about, man. So yeah, some people described it as probably our worst fourth quarter or worst first quarter that we've opened with, even though we've had other first quarters that we didn't score in. But yeah, it was a little bit sluggish. We didn't start off all that efficient, looking that good to start, but we did open up 3-0. Took us a while to get our first touchdown. Didn't score our first touchdown to the end of the first quarter. Made the game 10-0 right at the end of the first quarter, but the Tennessee Titans came right back down. Cam Ward pretty much had them going, rolling. They scored their touchdown, making it 7-10. A touchdown to Gunnar Helm. And then then it was there from there on. It was pretty much all Colts. And this was the second quarter. Daniel Jones threw a ridiculous pass to Michael Pittman Jr., who caught it basically in his armpit, make the score 17-7. Then JT came back out the third quarter after halftime and had an 80-yard touchdown immediately. It was crazy, man. He tiptoed down the sideline, had a touchdown there. Daniel Jones threw another touchdown to Josh Downs right in the middle of the third quarter, making it 31-7, and that was pretty much all she wrote from there. Daniel Jones threw a little pop pass to Jonathan Taylor for 19 yards, made the score 38-7, and then the last touchdown was by Tajay Spears for the Tennessee Titans, which was a garbage time touchdown. And it was pretty much it, man. Like we said, me and Matt had discussed it last week going into the game. We kind of knew that, division rivals can muck up some games and kind of make it look ugly, just like we saw the Pittsburgh Steelers do, or the Bengals do to the Pittsburgh Steelers the previous week before. But what we kind of expected from this team was, I think me and Matt both had them scoring 13 points or something like that, and we both had us around 35. So we expected the Colts to go in, take care of business, and handle business. And just beat a team that was a pretty bad team right now, and don't have an interim head coach, had a lot of injuries. Their best players were out. So the Colts went in there, handled business at home like they should, and get ready for pretty much a road trip that's not going to end for about 4 games. I think we got 2 on the road, one in is it Australia or Germany?
Germany.
Yeah, Germany. And I've won in Germany and then back on the road. So, we pretty much won't be back at home till the end of the month. So it's good to get that win. Some people are calling this a tougher stretch for us, but we'll kind of see how that goes. But overall, we did what we were supposed to do. Offensively, offensively, we had 420 yards, 256 passing, 164 rushing, 8.1 yards per play, which is still ridiculous. You guys have any thoughts on the offense and how we handled things there?
I mean, I think once Shane got out of his head and started running the ball, our offense started to look smooth again the way it's supposed to. So I think the first half he kind of stayed away from Jonathan Taylor a little bit. I don't know why. We all said it going into halftime. I think I said it in the chat. Um, that I expected him to touch the ball as soon as we got the ball, and he did, and took that shit 80 yards to the house. So offensively, I think we go where JT goes. I mean, that's not a knock on Daniel Jones. I just think this offense is efficient because of the running game and the balance with the passing attack, and not just trying to take deep shots.
Absolutely. What about you, Zach? Any thoughts on the offense? How we looked, start to finish?
Um, like I said, the first quarter was a little slow. I think Shane is. This is going to sound kind of weird, but I think Shane is struggling with the whole identity crisis in a way because, like, I know he wants to throw the ball to set up the run, but at the same time, like, JT's been so dominant running the ball, and the Colts have been so dominant running the ball. Like, I almost feel like if you don't just come out and run the ball, you're not doing what the Colts do best. I feel like everything in this offense is set up off the run game. So, like, the run game and the offensive line controls everything, and then the passing game is, albeit secondary. Now, that doesn't mean you need to be ignorant in your run and just run it three straight times for 3 yards of carry. I mean, you can do that, but like, I think that the Colts, at least Shane, needs to consider, hey, like, if we get the run game going and JT's hot, I'm gonna stick with it longer than I normally would. Like, that's just my opinion. After the first quarter, Colts got going and it was normal Colts ball, but the first quarter was a little sluggish, and in my opinion, it was we got away from what we do, which is we run the rock first, and then everything else after that is secondary.
No doubt, no doubt. um, I think the one thing that really sticks out to me is that Shane has really stuck to it from start to finish, where he said we were going to throw the score, run the win, and I think that we've truly taken that in each and every week as much as possible, um, and it really shows that that's what we do. Um, I think what was it? I can't remember who it was, but somebody was saying the other day it's like basically if they bottle up the run and take away JT, then they can pretty much deal with us at that point. And I think that's kind of what most teams kind of fall into the plan of. We always start throwing the ball, or usually we do start throwing the ball, and then from there it kind of just goes to JT at that point. So I truly think it's going to be difficult to deal with us with whichever route you want to take or go. But I just think that right now, the way we're moving the ball, how many pieces we have, and the way everybody's moving, I just think it's going to be difficult to stop us
I
either way at
I
the end.
Yeah,
question, how are you going to stop six guys? So let's say you take JT away. There's no
Mm-hmm.
way you're stopping Pierce. You're not stopping Pittman. You're not stopping Downs. You're not stopping AD. You're not stopping um, tight end Warren. Like, that's five
it's
guys.
it's not even like I think of it like this. It's who are you going to game plan against? Because
Right.
essentially,
You can't.
like sure, like we talk about stopping JT or stopping Tyler Warren, stopping Michael Pittman and all these guys, but at the same time, it's like who are you going to game plan against? Because either way, someone's going to get in a groove. Every week, someone's going to get in a groove. And Shane this year, I think the biggest difference of Shane this year from all his previous seasons is he exploits it. Once he figures out who's in a groove, he's going to keep going to it until you stop it. But then when you go to stop that, someone else gets into a groove in a different quarter or on a different series. And I think
Yeah.
that's what Shane has been doing early in the games, which is why we don't see a lot of Jonathan Taylor. He's trying to see who in the passing game are they trying to take away. Now, how am I going to exploit that? And that's what I'm really starting to like and seeing from this offense. And that's what's making me think who is going to stop it. It's if there's a team that's gonna be able to keep up with us in this offense, they're gonna have to go toe to toe and score a lot of points. And you're gonna have to score more than 30.
Yeah. I question, and I have a question for you guys because this literally just came to my mind. We talk about JT having a monster year and like Shane being unlocked and calling the plays, and is it is Daniel Jones the real MVP of the Colts? Like, to finally just have a quarterback who's good enough to really, open up everything
I
and
would
allow Shane to call the plays, make JT's life a lot easier, allow MPJ and the offensive line to do their thing. Is Daniel Jones the MVP of the
so it's a
Colts?
good
Like, is he
it's
is he the one guy that you can say, damn, you bring in Danny Dimes and look what he's done. He's the
it's a
MVP of the Colts.
it's a good conversation to have, and I think it's one that you can look at it from two perspectives because you're saying, is Danny Dimes, is he the MVP? Is he making it easier on Jonathan Taylor, or is Jonathan
Yeah.
Taylor making it easier on Danny Dimes? You can look at it from either perspective, but either way, it's just one of the most efficient offenses. If I'm really looking at it, we're scoring 33.4 points per game, I believe, is our average.
Yeah.
Um, and 3 of those touchdowns and 4 of our wins have been from Jonathan Taylor. So if I'm really
Yeah.
looking at Jonathan Taylor, to me, is the MVP of the season. And it's not like a lot of these runs have been wide open holes. He's
No.
making people miss. He's breaking contact. He's got the I don't even
He's
remember
leading
what
he's leading the
leading,
league in broken tackles.
yeah, he's leading the league in yards after first contact. So it's like I can't take it away from Jonathan Taylor as much as I want to give Danny Dimes his flowers. Jonathan Taylor to me is the MVP of this team because if we don't have Jonathan Taylor, I don't think Amir Abdul is doing what Jonathan Taylor is doing.
Oh, I don't either. But I heard that argument and it caused me to think like,
It's a good discussion.
it goes hand in hand. You finally just have some competency,
But then,
you
but then
know.
you look at it from what Shane has said on like the live, roundtable live, and the things Shane has said about Danny Dimes on how them two are always talking football. They're always going over plays. They watch film together. They dissect things together. They're essentially working on the scheme together. So really, you have Shane Steichen, an unsung hero in Jim Bob Cooter. We don't talk about him enough. He's also a huge part in the success of this offense. And then you got Danny Dimes, who's also extremely smart and is working with them too. So it's essentially, we've got 3 really intelligent, offensive minded guys that are working on these schemes week in and week out.
Yeah, I think Jonathan Taylor is absolutely the MVP of this team.
That's fair.
Like I don't
Yeah.
think there's any question about it. I mean, the guy has what is it? I think it's 16 touchdowns on the year, something like that, something crazy through 8 games.
15, I think.
I
14.
want to. I
14,
thought it was. I thought
14, 14.
okay, 14. Yeah.
14.
So yeah. It was 12 entering Sunday. So yeah, just absolutely ridiculous. I do think that he's playing on a whole nother level. I think we also had the conversation to open the season or before opening the season that I told you guys that our offensive line, I thought they could possibly struggle just a little bit until mid season, around 5-6 games in before they get into form. They whooped that deadline's ass. I mean, it was after that first preseason game or that third preseason game where they said we got beat up in that practice, and it changed from there, from that point on. I think this offensive line is playing out of their mind right now. So
Yeah, let's not forget
just
about the one play where the damn hole
part
was
of the damn
hash mark,
sea.
hash mark to hash mark. Like that's crazy.
Just ridiculous. So
Some shit I'd never seen.
so there's that too as well. Now I just don't want to say Jonathan Taylor's the MVP and that takes any value from anybody else, because I feel like this is the world that we live in these days, where it has to be one person is great and another person feeds off of it, or it's just one person
Right.
is great and the other person is bad. Daniel Jones is the difference on this team. That's the big thing right there. So Jonathan Taylor could be the MVP, but if you look at what we're doing, this is very similar to the same type of play that we had from Gardner Minshew. When we had Gardner Minshew, he was a very effective player for us, and we won a lot of games and played different ways that people weren't expecting from us. The difference is Gardner Minshew doesn't have the legs that Daniel Jones has. Gardner Minshew didn't push the ball down the field like Daniel Jones did. Gardner Minshew wasn't on the same level as far as quarterback play, getting to the line of scrimmage, changing the plays, and getting the team set up the way that it was needed to. So again, I just think that this is a different level of quarterback play that we've had for a Shane Steichen offense, and I think that's what more people are seeing. So yes, Daniel Jones or Jonathan Taylor is the MVP, but Daniel Jones is just the difference to get this team over the top. That's what I see.
I agree. I agree. Both points are valid. I just it's a question that I've seen a lot posted on cold sweater pages, and then in Facebook groups, people are talking about, is Daniel Jones the MVP or is it Jonathan Taylor? Like, who you giving it to? So
Yeah, it'd be JT for me. Trying to check something real quick here. Let me get to one of these comments real quick. But Budget Lobster here says, "Love the show, man. Feel like I'm learning a lot of football by tuning in. I might actually watch a game tomorrow. Appreciate you, man." Um, Tressa says, "Where's Trev at?" Honestly, not sure. I think he might come in. Not too sure right now. Dave Stewart saying here, it's going to take more games to see. I think we underestimated Tennessee, and it showed in the first quarter. But if we are that team that can turn it on and off, this could be special. And I think we absolutely are that team. Not that I don't think your point is valid. I just don't necessarily think that we underestimated them. I just think they played a little bit harder. When you got guys like Jeff Simmons and Calvin Ridley out in a type of team that has a lot of younger players on it, they kind of try and up the ante a little bit. They want to play a little bit harder. We talked about the interim head coach where players want to sit there and try and win for that interim head coach. They get a little bit of juice and feed off of it. So, not that I think you're completely wrong. I just think that sometimes, especially at this point now, everybody's saying, like, you see my name down there, contenders. People are going to look at the Colts differently. We're no longer that team that's going to sneak up on people. We have a target on our back now, so people are going to come out and give us their best shot as well. So I do think that we're one of the teams that can turn it on as well. And then there's also the fourth quarter margin that's going around, and our fourth quarter margin is only +4. But how many fourth quarters have the Colts starting offense actually even played? Which is the crazy part. So I think that we got a real chance to be special if we make some moves, and make sure our defense doesn't end up back in a hole. But yeah, man, I personally don't think we underestimated them.
I think that's why the team looks so much better than what we expected them to. Is I don't think that they actually do ever underestimate any team, and they literally come into every game ready to just put their foot down on people's throats.
hey, is Bo in here? You have Bo? There's a black cat outside that looks exactly like him. Oh, fuck.
What up, Calvin? Appreciate you. Trust also says, I think JT Daniel Jones gets comeback player of the year. I'm not sure if he's eligible for comeback player of the year, but definitely with your point there. Um, I don't know what Nathan. I don't know what you're talking about then.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about
Gardner Minshew looks like a 70. Hilarious. Um, one more thing I'm going to jump into on this Tennessee Titans side of this all, and then we can move on because I don't think there was much left from it. Tennessee Titans had 341 yards total, 228 passing yards, 113 rushing, 5 yards per play. We also came well, so was definitely happy and good to see that they were able to, bounce back and get that going. Any thoughts on that?
You kind of broke up, DeMarco. I could
Yeah.
barely hear you.
Go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
basically just read
There
off
we go.
the stats from the game. I was trying to fix the back feed that was going on there. Did you guys get the breakdown that I said of the stats though from the defense?
Oh yeah, I thought the defense did a better overall job of besides that one big run against Tennessee. Early on by Tajay Sharp. After that, they really kind of tightened up and made adjustments, and really kind of forced Tennessee to become one dimensional. Like you're not going to be able to stop a young quarterback and shut the pass game down completely, but they made it really difficult for Tennessee to score after that long run. Really made them earn it.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was basically just 341 total yards, 228 passing, 113 rushing, which most of it came in that big play, and then 5.1 yards per carry, and we got 3 sacks.
Yeah, I don't know. Defensively, I think we pretty much smothered them. Um, D line played really well, in my opinion. Uh, Corners were what they were going to be. We get Jalen Jones back. Hopefully, I mean, he's still listed as questionable, but he is activated. So I am pretty excited to have somebody better back there. So
Yeah, definitely. Need that, man. Need to get healthy, and we should only have to go one more game without Mooney, I believe, if I got that correctly.
Yeah.
So that'd definitely be great to see. Trust is asking a real good question here. Trust is asking, do y'all think Ballard would do a trade by Tuesday, which is coming
no,
up the NFL trade deadline? One last chance to try and make some changes for your team. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Do you guys think we're
I don't.
doing
I don't.
anything on
I don't
deadline
think we do.
Tuesday?
I don't think we do. I mean, I wished we would, just because this is that type of season that we're having where you can get a guy in a certain position that'll put us over the top. Um, but it's been way too silent up to this point that I'm like, I haven't even thought about it, to be honest. Because I just don't think it's gonna happen.
What about you, Zach?
Um, I think if the Colts make a move, it's going to be a minor one, a mid to a minor deal. So it's going to be like either a player that we as normal fans, casuals, or whatever you want to call us, like we might recognize the name, but we don't know the impact that they might bring. And it's either I don't believe it's going to be a starting piece. I believe it's going to be more like a depth piece, rotational piece along the D line, or another depth piece in the secondary where our two biggest needs are. So it'll be another guy like I use. Oh, signed him from the Raiders a couple, or yeah, we signed him from the Raiders, and then he ended up being a stud for us. Matt actually hates him along the D line. That ended up being really good in free agency. Oh, who was it? Um,
You said that we traded from the Raiders.
what during the free agency a couple years ago, we signed that defensive line. Matt absolutely couldn't stand it. Either way, it's going to be a depth piece. It's
Who
not going to
was
be
it?
a
I
major
know.
piece.
I know who you're talking about. He was a
Yeah,
big player for the Raiders too.
Yannick Ndakwe?
no,
No,
no, before him. He
I rem-
played both edge and
yes, yes.
he plays for the Texans right
This
now.
was before Shane. This was
Oh,
before Shane.
oh,
This
oh!
was
You're
like
talking
Trent
about
Richardson. I hated the signing.
God damn it! Why am I losing his
And then
name?
he ended up. See, I
He was
recognize
a
his face, but
he was a stud when he played for Vegas, but when he came to
Danico.
us,
yeah,
yes,
Autry.
Autry.
Autry. It'll be a guy like Autry. I think it'll be one of them dudes where, hey, here's a late to mid round pick for, and then he's a developmental piece that maybe this year will have a minor impact, but in a couple years, I don't look for Indianapolis to make any major moves. I would poop if they traded for a guy like Crosby or they traded for a guy like Miles Garrett or like even your guy, Reek Woolen. Like I don't think it'll ever happen, but if a move like that happened, I would poop. Like
I can't believe you brought up
absolutely.
Nico Autry. I'm about to cry. You just made my night. I've already had a long day, and now you bring up that name, bro. That's almost like talking about Greg Toller, dude. Like, fuck,
The goat.
the goat. The three of the worst fucking Colts I'd ever seen. Fucking Greg Toller, um, Trent Richardson, and fucking Ashton or goddamn Danico Autry. I hate all three of them.
Yeah. So, Tressa. I mean, I done had so many conversations about this, um, but I personally don't. I really wish we would, but I just don't believe Ballard's going to make that move. I know there's so many people that are probably going to be pissed off if he doesn't make the move. I just don't think that that's something that is really in his wheelhouse. I feel like he's the type of guy. Like if we look at his track record for any year, he never makes the move immediately that we're all thinking that he should, and he'll do it a year later and then sit there, and that's how he makes up for it. So I personally don't think he's going to make any moves. Um, and like we said, we also get Jalen Jones back as well. So I think this is what he's been waiting for. The only person that is left is Jalen Carlisle, and I think he's trying to see a lot of these guys come back, and see if hopefully we get healthy and see what we have. So that's what I personally think he'll do. But like Zach said, I think also we could possibly trade for like some depth rotational piece or something like that. Dave's also brought up JTT had a couple of nice rushes. I also wanted to bring this up, man. I wanted to apologize, man. I said this dude was going to be trash. I thought it was a wasted pick. Um, and he looked pretty decent from what I seen. Obviously, against a Tennessee tackle that wasn't all that great, but he had a couple rushes that were NFL looked pretty legit. So I would love to see him get more snaps. I want to see him play more because I just don't understand the way he looked on Sunday. I just don't believe there's any reason why he shouldn't be getting more reps. So I liked what I seen out of him, but I need him to play some more, man. I don't know why we're not playing him if he's going to look like that. So you had something there,
I
Zach?
still think I still think it's a waste of pick, Marco. Like
I mean, I still
I
do as well.
really do.
Trash as I thought.
All right, that's fair. Yeah, like he might be the most disappointing rookie that Ballard drafted since Banagoo, and like Banagoo might be the biggest Ballard bust of all time. But like he's on that trajectory, in my opinion. Like I just look at that pick like why? Like we could have had another corner. Will
Will
Johnson, I think,
Johnson,
was still
my
yeah.
God, dude. I would
Yeah,
not get over it.
we could have Will Johnson instead we took JTT. So like I and maybe he needs a year. You know, maybe it's we play him versus bad teams because we just want him to rely on his athleticism, and then anytime we go against a good team, he's ineligible. We're just going to sit him out. I don't know. I think that's kind of dumb.
Maybe he's struggling to
It's got
understand Lou's
it's got to
scheme.
be mental.
It
Like
could
it
be something
has
like
to.
that.
It
Yeah.
has to.
I don't know. I just don't get it though. Like it's not like it's not like he's playing receiver to where like if you line up incorrectly, you're gonna get a penalty. Like it's just a pass rusher. Like I just don't see how he's not getting more snaps, and that was the biggest problem that I had with it. It's like all you gotta do is put your hand in the ground. Hey, contain the edge, get after the quarterback on passing downs. Like I just don't. I would love to see him play more, just because from what I seen, again, it was a bad Titans offensive line, but I just think that what I saw on Sunday, there's no reason that he can't come in and grab 8 to 17 snaps a game. I just
Yeah.
think that it needs to be like you drafted this guy with a second round pick. Like we need to see, like let him do something. Um, just like Dave's saying here, quality edges aren't really available. Better chance at corner. So like another reason right there why JTT should play. Tressa also doesn't think we're doing anything.
Now I will say my pipe dream, if we were to make a trade, I think would be Miles Garrett. That is my pipe. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that I think it's gonna happen. I'm not an idiot. Um, but if there was anybody that I would want on this roster right now, it would definitely be Miles Garrett.
I'm saying, please, Ballard, please.
Yeah,
I
pray
would
to
never
whoever you
ask
pray
for
to.
another move again, bro. Just trade them 2 or 3 first round picks. Look, we got a quarterback in Daniel Jones. We're gonna have him for a couple years, and then by time whenever it's needed, we'll have those picks recouped. This defense is ready. If we have that type of pass rusher, Miles Garrett, with Lou's defense, oh my, please, I wouldn't ask for another move. If
No, I'd
if
be good for years.
if we
I'd
even offered that, I would be fine. Like
I'd be
Can we afford Miles Garrett? That's the problem, though. Like that.
Listen,
Yes,
Miles Garrett literally just
throw in Quiddy Pay.
so I watch a shit ton. I don't just watch Colts pressers. I watch pretty much everyone, people that I like pretty much. So Miles Garrett does a presser, I'll watch him. You know, I even like other quarterbacks. I watch mainly Colts, but I listen to other people too. And I listen to a lot of Miles Garrett. Miles Garrett last week was extremely frustrated after 5 sacks, and they still lost the game. To see the
He knew
frustration
what
on
he
his
signed up for.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess, but he signed the contract, but I think at this point he's got this mindset of like he just wants to win at this point. Like he's given it all and he's not getting any offensive help and he knows it. I think if he could go to a team that has an offense, I think that man would take less money. I think he truly
Hey,
would. And the thing is like who has the most efficient offense right now?
the
the
Colts.
Colts.
The Colts.
But sadly, we don't have
who
the
do you think
cap
he's eyeing?
space.
Shit, make it.
Fuck the cap
Right.
space. That shit is not
Yeah,
real.
the-
Make it.
I get it, But
Bro, it's the NFL, dude. The cap space is fake. You can make
Hey, the sisters are about to sell Jim's guitars for $1 billion.
hey, you're not wrong with that, DeMarco. Like you're not wrong.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why.
Start kicking that
I'm,
can down the road. I'm okay
I
with
just look at it like I think Miles Garrett is out of is nowhere near Indy. Like I truly feel like if there's an edge out and available, you'd have better chance of hollering at Cincinnati and being like, hey, give me Hendrickson.
I don't know,
You
man.
know,
Miles
like
Garrett could literally just, pack up his house, drive a couple hours
could.
east and or
I think he goes to Foxborough
east,
before he
south,
comes to Indianapolis. Like
east, south. I don't
I
know.
get the
it.
I
I get
don't
the
know
vibe.
geographically. I think that's east,
What
or is it south?
Cleveland?
It's east.
I think it's
Cleveland
west.
is
It'd be
northern
west
of
of Indy.
Indianapolis. Is west of it. Yeah, so it
Yeah,
would
so
be
southeast, southeast.
southeast. Yeah,
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 and it's only a couple hours. Take the
like
trip.
4 hours.
Take the trip, dude. Be all right, man.
And plus,
I
if we trade for him, we can go ahead and hit a restructure. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
man.
I
He could probably even take a little pay cut or give him a bonus up front.
I,
I'm
I
not
still
saying
think he
any of
goes
this
to
is
New
going to
England.
happen. I'm not
I
saying
mean,
anything this is going to happen. I just wish he would.
I'm
if he
just
goes,
I
saying,
think I think I think Ballard's main focus is how he's going to keep Daniel Jones here right now.
well, that'll get done on the bye week. I guarantee you that deal will
100%.
probably
hey,
be done on the bye
I don't
week.
even care about that. Franchise him if you have to. I don't care. If you can get a Miles Garrett, find a
I
goddamn
agree.
way, dog.
I agree.
See, that's the shit that kills me because like even the Broncos were dead in the water with money. They still paid people. The Saints were
Bro,
dead in the water. They
bro,
still
remember
paid people. The Cowboys just paid. They
What was
paid
it?
Dak. They paid CD. They paid multiple linemen, and people were talking about they should do trades for Miles Garrett. Like
what was it for? What was it 4 years ago? You and I schooled that one dude Ray in one of the AFC South chats about how Tennessee had no money, and they still found ways to sign a shitload of people. I mean, they became trash. I don't remember how they did that, but they still signed. They brought in a lot of people. They brought in Calvin Ridley. They brought in some other guys. You can find cap space.
fine.
It's there. It's there. Just look for it. I mean, I wasn't supposed to get paid this month because the government supposedly had no money. They found it. They found it. They paid me. All right. The government found the cap space to pay me this paycheck. The Colts can find some money in the cap space and pay
I
Miles
don't.
Garrett.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree, 1,000%. But I think he goes to New England. If there's a team that's hyper aggressive and wants Miles Garrett, it's New England because Vrabel spent last year in Cleveland, got super tight to Miles, and then New England is also on the rise. So they're the other team in the AFC that, yet again, anytime the Colts get good, so is New
Yeah,
England. So like,
but my thing is, if you're New England, right, and you do that, you're basically cap strapping your team to the point to where they still need a lot of pieces.
true.
Like their receiving core isn't all that good. Their defense
No.
isn't all that good. They're still trying to work that offensive line. Like when they played the Tennessee Titans were beating the hell out of Drake May.
Yeah.
It just happened to still win that game because the Titans were bad. So if you give up 3 first-round picks and then you pay him, you basically cut into a lot of what you can do to have young pieces still surrounding your team. So I think that's a different type of situation than ours, which is already built and made, versus the Patriots building up for the future. So I do get what you're saying. They have the money and they could do it, but I just think that when you make that type of move, you're basically just going all in for one run, and if you don't win, you're cooked after.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree. That's just what I've read between the lines. Like, I think that if there's a connection and a place that Miles wants to go where he feels comfortable, he loves Vrabel, and Vrabel was in the front office last year for the Cleveland Browns as a defensive analyst. They have a tight relationship. That's where he'll go. So if Indy wants Miles Garrett, they're going to have to nut up and put like I think 3 to 4 first round picks all on the table just to acquire a guy like that. And you know Cleveland's dumb enough to do it because they paid Deshaun Watson $230 million guaranteed. So like
That's Miles Garrett for 2 first-round picks.
That's
if there
spending a Saturday like this.
if there's a way, I mean if there's a franchise that's dumb enough, it's Cleveland. But I just don't believe that Miles Garrett's in the Colts is a pipe dream, unfortunately.
All right, real quick. So let's go ahead and jump into some of the Steelers. So to update on the injury report, man, Chuck Clark is going to be out for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Linebacker Cole Holcomb, Safety Jabril Peppers, wide receiver Scotty Miller will be out. And then they place, bless you,
Thank
Deshaun
you.
Elliott on injured reserve. And then for us, Samson Ebukam will be out another week. Anthony Gold will be out. And then Taekwon Lewis ended up popping up as out as well. But we do get Jalen Jones back. He will be active on the roster. And I know he stated as questionable, but he should be playing. And good thing we activated him because he was going to have one more week to be active. Otherwise, he would have had to miss the rest of the season. Super Chicken, he's appreciate you coming in. I haven't seen that name before. It says Miami is getting ready to clean house. Get Bradley Chubb or Judon. I do
Judon
not
retired.
bad Judon personally. Did he retire?
He just announced his
Yeah,
retirement.
I
Yeah.
think he did. Yeah, okay. I was
It's
about to say
Jalen
Everyone
Phillips.
goes to Miami to retire.
it's
And
nice down.
Yeah.
Vontae Davis did it, or Vontae Davis did it in the middle of fucking.
No,
halftime.
that was Buffalo.
It was Buffalo.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. AFC East, same thing. Trash, retirement, division.
Oh, I don't disagree.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to get Bradley Chubb. Zach, I did just hear you mention Jalen Phillips. I am not a big
Yeah.
fan. I know a lot of Colts fans been mentioning him and wanting to bring up his name, but I
He's
would
just
give
a
up.
straight speed rusher, bro. That's all he
Yeah,
does.
but he keeps missing on sacks like all
I feel
year.
you.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to give up. You know, like a lot of people are saying a third round pick. I'd give him a fifth. That's where I feel like his value is. Like he can
Yeah.
get like we basically have two Latus. They're getting there and then they miss the sack. So I don't know if I would want to do that. And then you potentially got to see if you're going to pay both of those guys. One guy 5th-year option, the other guy could walk. I think next year for Jalen Phillips. I think he's a free
Yeah.
agent.
Phillips is a free agent at the end of the year.
Yeah, so like I'd give up a fifth for Jalen Phillips personally.
I mean, he's the one guy on Miami's defense that I'd actually like is Phillips. I don't like Bradley Chubb. I think he's too injury prone. So like if there's a move you do make and you want some guy you can get cheap, like if you're like me who doesn't believe in paying anybody unless you're top tier and you can throw like a 6th or a 5th round draft pick at somebody, Bradley Chubb is your guy. But if I want someone who's going to be on the field consistently, there's nobody on Miami's D line. Maybe Chop Robinson, but are they willing to trade away that
He's hurt too.
that rookie?
He's
Is he hurt too?
Yeah.
He'd be the only one that I'd actually consider trading anything for along that Miami front would be Chop Robinson.
How you feel about Will McDonald with the New York Jets?
Hey, he's a stud. Reminds me a lot of now keep a young Robert Mathis, like just the same get off, same type of of that
Speed.
that speed, that reckless abandon, that's controlled chaos. I wouldn't be mad at that. You're the second or third person to talk about him.
I would almost take anyone off of that defensive line. If there's anything good in New York, it's that defensive
That
line.
D-line.
Who's
Is
that
Bryce Huff-
defensive tackle? That fucking Quentin.
Quentin
God,
Williams.
that dude is probably one of my favorite non-Colts across the league.
Is Bryce Huff still a
I love
Jet
that
or is he in Philly?
He's Bryce Huff is in Philly.
Because he was a dude. I mean, hell, I'd even talk to Arizona and see if you can get Josh Sweat. Like, I really liked him versus what he did versus the Colts, man. And like,
I personally
he's a
wasn't
guy.
a fan of Josh Sweat in the offseason, but I definitely I've liked him better this year. I thought a lot of it was just him being with Philly and all the deep players that they had on that defensive line. But I think he's actually better than I originally thought. So
He's another guy that I know he's dying in Arizona. He's on a brand new deal, so it's probably not going to happen.
Well, they're benching Kyler, so I think
are they?
I think the Cardinals. I think they're still competing, so I don't know if they're going to trade anybody.
That's fair.
But
he'd be a dude.
Defense. I think Jacoby Brissett might throw for a career high 425 this weekend.
Hey, go Jacoby. When you're not playing versus the Colts, I will cheer for you. So
Blue Jays 3-shot homer. Let's go.
Hey, is it game 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's game 7.
Hold on, I gotta turn that on.
Bro, I'm watching the Devils. We really gonna watch the baseball? Baseball's terrible.
Who are the Devils playing right now?
It's
the Kings, bro.
It's game 7.
Yeah,
Not worth it. I want the Dodgers to lose. I want the Dodgers to lose.
I forgot
Oh, who?
on right now.
Yeah, they're playing the
You said
Kings. I got that on.
Hold on, I'm about to put it on.
Why you boo-hoo, Dave? Don't tell me you're a Dodgers fan. Don't do it, Dave.
Hey, that means DeMarco, you got to keep us up to date on that because I'm about to put the Devils game on.
Yeah, Devils take priority in this house.
I don't have it on right at the moment, but I had what's the name? I had the
I don't
real
know
app.
what's going on with my Fire Stick right now. It's not running very well.
I could put it on. They started Shohei Bo Basacci. Oh, you don't like that? That's the
Boba Fett. Boba Fett. He's a stud. Didn't his dad play in the league for the Rockies back in the day? But shit, I think so. I'm showing my age.
Oh, are you Bo? Yeah, see, you're talking about the guy who did it. I didn't realize that was his name. I'm a novice baseball fan, man. This is like probably my second
Dante,
year. I really
yeah. Dante Bichette. Oh, his dad had like 2 good years. Like 1 good year, led the league in homers, but when you play for the Rockies, it's kind of cheating anyway. And, yeah, Dante Bichette.
All right, so man, yeah, Steelers game coming up here. Quick, so yeah, they got Aaron Rodgers over here.
Hey, Aaron.
Yeah, obviously we all know Aaron Rodgers. Their offensive line isn't that great, so they play a lot of quick game. They try and get the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands really quickly. But he does have 16 touchdowns on the year. Holy crap! I didn't know he had 16. Man, Aaron Rodgers,
yeah, he's
he
balling,
got 16
bro.
touchdowns, 5 picks, averaging about 7.2 yards per play, 1,400 yards. He's been sacked 12 times though. So that's another thing when he's holding on to the ball, he is getting sacked a lot. They got 2 backs that are pretty much feeding off of each other, which Jalen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell got over 500 yards, close to 600 total. And then they obviously got a monster over there, receiver in DK Metcalf, who has 461 yards receiving. And then everybody after that has under 200 yards, except for Pat Freiermuth, who's right at 200. This team doesn't have a terrible a lot to sit there and do to you or against you. But obviously it's the Steelers. They're going to fight each and every week, and Mike Tomlin is obviously a guy who we all know and love. And then they got this Pittsburgh defense, man. We all would normally think is the Pittsburgh's defense being the steel curtain, but they have not been the steel curtain as of late, man.
They're the highest paid defense in the league.
Yes, they are the highest paid defense, as Zach just stated there. But their defense is ranked nearly bottom of the league in almost every category, which is insane to sit there and think. They score 25 points per game. They give up 25 points per game. So they give up a lot of first downs, way more first downs than they get. Teams' third down efficiency is much higher than theirs as well. Completion percentage, yards. They haven't given up a lot of touchdowns. They're really good in the red zone. They have a decent amount of sacks. They got 22 sacks on the year. And so there it is, man. So what are we thinking about Pittsburgh? Obviously, Aaron Rodgers playing well. Defense is good in the red zone, but overall as a team, they are not where they would like to be. What you guys' thoughts on Pittsburgh offense?
Go ahead. I'm still trying to get this set up. My bad.
Well, it's Pittsburgh. They're one of the 3 teams that always scare me every time we play them. For whatever reason, I don't know what it is about the Colts in Pittsburgh, but I know Shane's beat them the past 3 times we've played them, but I still don't enjoy going up against Pittsburgh. Something about them. I don't know if it's some ugly colors. I don't know if it's just Pittsburgh itself. There you go, Pops. Super Chicken CD. There you go, Pops.
That's your dad?
Yeah, that's Dad's new hand.
Name. I was like,
yeah, that's my Pops. That's his fantasy football team. Like that fantasy football team is like half my age, the Super Chickens. But that's that's another story for another time. But yeah, like they're just one of them teams, man. Like the Chargers, the Patriots, and the Steelers are the three teams that I always feel like every time the Colts play them, it's always a dogfight. So like the
So
Chargers
many
or
wins for us in the playoffs.
yeah, like the Steelers I feel like this game is going to be the toughest game of the season for the Colts.
Really,
Like if that gives you, yeah,
really.
if that gives you any indication, I truly feel like tomorrow is going to be a dogfight. Like watching that game tomorrow, I will be pissed from the entire time the game starts until the Colts I know will win for sure because it's in Pittsburgh. That's a land of nightmares for the Colts, I feel like.
Yeah, I hate Pittsburgh, man. Just like Zach said, it's always one of the tough games for us. I think I said it last week. Pittsburgh's always that team that could ruin a fucking season for us
Yeah.
somehow. And it's like they might not even beat us, but somehow we always end up with something crazy happening and someone getting hurt or so. Yeah, this is a game I'm worried about, not because the Steelers are better, but just because of what history has shown us. I believe it took us like 14 years or so to actually
Yeah.
beat them since like 2008 until we got Shane Steichen as head coach. So, and the good thing is Shane is what 2-0, 3-0 against them already.
3
So,
0. Yeah.
so
I thought it was
uh,
2-0.
I think it's 2-0.
Might be.
Um,
Okay.
but my first thoughts right now is the fact that I watched that dang Colts anthem that fucks me up every week. It just makes me laugh. But
You see
um,
what he said this week?
yeah, and this man said
He's
break
getting
Aaron
hella,
Rodgers back, and I'm like,
getting
bro,
hella
that's
backlash over that.
he should. I mean, that's bad juju in my opinion. I mean, that's not. I mean, I know he didn't mean it to be hurtful or whatever, but like to me, that just gives me bad juju already, and that's putting me in a position where I'm going to this game where I'm kind of, ugh, I'm
Yeah.
not feeling it. Plus, it's Aaron Rodgers, and I fucking hate Aaron Rodgers. I fucking hate him. Still think he's the most overrated quarterback. I've been saying that on this show for the last goddamn 6 years. Um, I don't
Yeah,
know.
me personally, man, like obviously I'm just like you guys. I hate any team that stole away, a couple chances at championships for us. So I don't like the Chargers, don't like the Ravens, don't like the Steelers. All those teams that we had to play that would give us those battles every other year. It was always us and the Patriots, or it was one of those teams that would goddamn get in the way for us. So I also don't like the Steelers, but I wouldn't say I'm as worried. I don't think I'm overly concerned. Now, obviously, like I said earlier, I think every week that we're going to have a target on our back. Every team is going to want to come out and show now that people are calling, are the Colts a Super Bowl contender? Are the Colts this, that, da, 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 all that other stuff that everybody is saying around the league now. I think they're going to want to come out, play well, play tough, show that they can play with us. But the only thing that really worries me truly in this game um, is their red zone defense. Obviously, we know how the year started off for us. Being in the red zone, we weren't very great in it. But at the same time, I think that I would like to see what we can truly do if we can keep moving the ball the way we're supposed to, play how we're supposed to. I think we can be really good versus this Pittsburgh Steelers team. Just like Zach, your dad stated there that the Pittsburgh Steelers defense is terrible. So I definitely agree with that. So I want us to keep doing what we've been doing all year and continue to dominate. And I think we should be able to do that. Like I said, the only thing I'm truly worried about is the red zone defense. And if we can make sure we capitalize on those touches in the red zone.
The Steelers.
What was that?
Did TJ Watt re-sign with the Steelers? Like, did he re-up his contract, or is he a free agent at the end of the year?
No, he read up.
Damn. Because I was like, there's a guy you could trade for. Like, he'd be nasty.
I feel like the Steelers don't really trade their
To
best
have
players.
to have a Watt on our roster would be insane.
I just looked like
After
he's
all
a
the
guy.
years, after all the years we've had a Watt.
JJ would hate it.
He's the only Watt worth keeping. Like, I hated JJ Watt. Like, that man breathed, and I was all like, man. So,
Why did the Dodgers and the goddamn Toronto uniforms look exactly alike when they swap. I hate that. Chuck says I don't like Pittsburgh Squealers much. I worry about when we play the Jaguars and the Texans. They make me nervous because it's divisional. As Zach says, every game is a trap game. I'm thinking tomorrow could be one. Um, I don't know. At this point, I'm thinking like the way teams are going to come out and battle us, man. I just don't really know if there's a trap game for us. I think we have to know that we have a target on our backs now. It's no longer a chip on your shoulder anymore. So I think we need to come out and be ready for everybody to come and give us our best shot. It's like people are now going to sit there and think like, hey, okay, these guys think they're contenders. The world think they're contenders. We want to come out. We're going to punch them in the mouth and show them that you're still the same team. So I don't really think. I think it's too late for trap games at this point. You got to be who you're supposed to be.
No, in
Um,
my opinion, this is the toughest game on the schedule for the Colts. I absolutely feel like, and that's why I put the season starts now. Like this back half of the schedule is the toughest portion of the schedule. This is where like I believe like if the Colts go 6-2, they're legit. If they go 5-3, people are gonna question the hell out of them. So like it's got to be 6-2, and the Colts have to send a message and take care of teams like the Steelers because they're a fringe playoff team in the wide open AFC East. They're a fringe playoff team. They got to take care of a team like Atlanta coming up next week, and then they got to after the bye they got to take care of Kansas City. If they can answer if they can win two out of those three games, I think the Colts have punched their ticket early into the playoffs. Obviously, when you play Jacksonville twice and then you play Houston twice, that really, will tell what's going on. But to me, this is the first real tough test of the season
Pittsburgh?
because, yeah,
I
it's the
don't.
first. I think so. It's the first game that I can say, all
I
right,
think
the opponent is formidable. Like
I
all
think
the
I think we've faced two teams that have already shown that we've already faced two of our toughest matches of the season. I think with the Rams, which we obviously dropped, and then the Chargers. Both teams in LA, they were probably to me the Chargers are a better team than Pittsburgh
see, I
by
don't.
far.
I haven't watched any Pittsburgh games this year, but I just feel like it don't matter
I
how
I
good or
have
how bad
I
Pittsburgh
have and
is. They're always good, dog. Like
but
they're
they're not.
always tough.
This year they're not. Their defense is like bottom of the league. They're like 22nd and what is it EPVA or whatever percentage
Yeah,
allowed. Like they don't look good defensively. They have a lot of names. Like on paper, they have stars. They got Jalen Ramsey. They got T.J.
Roquan
Watt,
Smith, T.J.
Roquan
Watt. They got
Smith.
Cam Hayward, Jalen
they're all
Ramsey.
old.
Yeah, they've got a roster, and it's just the team just does not look good. Like Jalen Ramsey has been playing opportunistic at best. He's not really forcing things. He's just kind of being there.
Being there.
And Aaron Rodgers, I mean, sure, he's Aaron Rodgers. He's gonna deke and dunk, and he's gonna do what he's got to do to keep his touchdown interception ratio low. But even this year, his touchdown interception ratio is not what it's been in the past. Um, to me, I don't think they really have a true threat at running back. They can't stop the run. They can't stop the pass. So to me, it's like we already faced a team to me that looks more complete, more put together out of the Chargers. We went toe to toe with the Rams. We put up 29 points on Denver's defense, which has shown to be still top of the league.
Yep.
Um, so realistically, like besides thinking about the past and how we've played Pittsburgh in the past, um, if I take that aside and I ignore all of that, I'm not afraid of Pittsburgh. I'm just it's just
Yeah,
another
Fair.
game to me.
yeah.
I
I'm not.
think
I'm
I
not worried
personally
about.
I'm personally more worried about Atlanta than I am
Yeah,
Pittsburgh because Atlanta's a team that you don't know what you're going to get.
sure. I
That's fair.
truly agree. I truly
That's
agree.
fair.
Like, look at this right here. Like the Pittsburgh points scored, 25 points per game. Their opponents, 25 points per game. Total
Yeah.
So
points
they
scored,
literally
175 points scored. Their opponents, 175 points scored.
they
Scored
literally
19
give up 25
touchdowns.
points.
They've scored 19 touchdowns. They've gave up 19 touchdowns. Like
Fair enough.
they are
Yeah.
literally give and take until their backs finally break. That's what the Steelers have been pretty much all year. So, like I said, the only thing I'm truly worried about with this team is the red zone defense, and then just making sure DK doesn't go off. and that's mostly just to make sure he just doesn't go off. So, I mean, I'm not really truly worried about anything. I totally agree with Matt. I've been thinking about. I think I picked us to lose the game versus the Atlanta Falcons. As a matter of fact, so I just think that the Atlanta Falcons, the way that they're built, is a much stiffer competition for us. At least after next week, especially with being overseas. Hey, Matt's mom. But
Hey, mom.
I just
It
think
is
that
Matt's mom.
I just don't think that you know I don't want to say that they can't win because obviously it's the NFL and we don't want it to be one of those games where we let a team come out and they show us and whatnot. Our defense still has to be better, but I just think that if this is any indication of what these Colts, these new Colts, have been all year long, I think it should be same game, same result of what every other week has been, and we'll get that same reaction as everybody's been giving us all week. Oh, the
I
Steelers
honestly,
suck. They weren't really that good. The Colts haven't still haven't beaten anybody. This will be the same reaction as
it's gonna
every
be
other week.
like that until we beat the Chiefs, man, and then it'll be like that
Exactly.
again until we beat Seattle. If we beat Seattle, Seattle's another team that I'm like a little more weary about. I'm not even really weary about the Chiefs. I mean, they're the Chiefs are the Chiefs. They are what they are. You're gonna get what you get. Um, but
Bases low.
I'm more worried about a team like Atlanta and a team like Seattle because Seattle's a team that looks complete. They've been consistent. Atlanta is a team that, yeah, just like Tressa said down here, Atlanta's like a box of chocolates. You never know
You
what you're
never
gonna
know
get,
what you're
dude.
gonna get.
It's like Forrest Gump, like you just don't know. They could come out strong, and if they come out strong, it's gonna be a tough matchup. But if they come out flat like they do sometimes, we could roll all over them. I think this Pittsburgh team and the way this Colts team has been playing this year, I think this is the year that Indy might make me stop hating Pittsburgh because they're just going to become irrelevant in my mind.
Be nice. Be nice. They're just one of the few teams that I think it's also because I was raised like was raised
Yeah.
by a Bengals fan, like so like besides New England, the number two team I was born and bred to hate is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well,
So
we also grew up where, we missed going to a Super Bowl because Vanderjack misses a field goal with Ben
Yeah.
Roethlisberger getting a toe string fucking tackle on a pick six that should have happened. So we have a lot of bad blood with Pittsburgh. And I just don't I think if there's two teams that have been rivals for us outside the division, it's always been New England and Pittsburgh.
yeah, they're the two teams that I truly hate, like more
Yeah,
than anybody
same.
in the division.
And I actually
It's
hate Pittsburgh more than I hate New England. So
same here, same here. Like I can't stand Pittsburgh. Like New
Not me,
England,
but it's not me. It's
New
fucking
England,
Steelers.
New England, we've had
Wow.
consistent play against them, but we just never could get past in the playoffs. But Pittsburgh has been that team that like we have consistently not been able to
like we used to
beat.
beat them in the regular season, Pittsburgh, and then as soon as we get to the playoffs, they beat us, and I never
Yeah,
understood it. And it
yeah.
used to make me mad. New England, they would kick our ass in the regular season, and then get the playoffs and kick our
Like
ass.
it was such
Or
bullshit that year too that we missed.
right,
We didn't go to the Super Bowl because Vanderjack was money all year and then
yeah,
misses a 26-yard shank.
Cocky, stupid kicker.
Yeah,
drunk
motherfucker.
kicker, yeah.
Uh, the Dodgers had bases loaded, and they end up getting one hit off of it. Got one run, not a just one,
What's the score?
1-3.
Dodgers or Toronto.
Toronto.
Toronto. Toronto just got two outs after that.
If they win that, that'll be the first time I think since like 94, 93. I don't know. I was like
I
just
think
born when they popped
I
up.
believe 93
Yeah,
my year. Um,
yeah,
Dave says Denver, San Diego. Oh, he means L.A.
right.
San Diego Chargers and are they L.A. Chargers and the L.A. Rams are not as easy as people say. Um,
To be honest, if really we look at the schedule we played, none of the teams were really easy except for maybe Miami and the
but
Raiders.
not even Miami. Miami gave a couple people some fights too,
Yeah. So
like right after. So it's
it's
like
like
everybody gets
sitting here saying we haven't beat anybody. Like we say this same thing every week. These teams that we've beaten the shit out of have gone down to the wire in the majority of the games they've played outside of
yeah.
us.
Like it's hilarious because it was like what was it? Tennessee Titan fans. they swore that they was about to demolish the Raiders after what we did to them, and then they lost.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, people can sit here and keep saying, "Oh yeah, well this team and that team," like it doesn't matter. You got to go out and play the game. So you can't say somebody is bad just because we made them look that bad.
Oh, and I want to say this just because we're on the air. Nick Wright, you're a fucking clown.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Why?
A
He
dude's
still
a
won't pick the
fucking
Colts?
clown.
He-
He's
no,
like, oh, I believe in Jonathan Taylor, but the rest of this isn't real. Like,
yeah,
have you not been watching? You fucking fool.
No, he's from Kansas City, bro. He's going
hard
to
homer.
use his
I've
homer
never
bias. Like
I've never believed anything this man said. Like, I never actually liked any. I don't even watch his show because I just
he's
don't
almost
like
as
him.
bad as Skip Bayless, bro.
I'm
Like
yeah,
he is the new Skip Bayless. Like
yeah.
it's that
But
bad.
he's been here for years, and I've hated him every year, and this year I hate him more because he's actually talking about the Colts because his co-hosts are making him talk about the Colts, and he's the only one that's like, "Oh, I don't believe in him. I don't believe in him." Like even Kay Adams called him out and made him look foolish. Like this shit's
Yeah,
crazy.
he was getting mad because Greg Rosenthal came out and said that he takes back everything he said about the Colts. He believed in what our roster could be, but he just didn't want to believe in it because of the past years that we had let him down. And he was like, Daniel Jones has truly brought out what I thought this team could be and that they've been
Yeah.
doing for a while.
But I listen to Greg all the time. Like I said before we even came on the show, I listen to him all the time. So and he usually has a good reason. Not just I don't believe in him. Like he typically has a good reason for what he says, why he says it. Nick Wright
For
is
sure.
just being a full blown hater, and it just makes anytime he talks, I just feel like he doesn't know the game of football.
He chooses to
Yeah,
be ignorant. I call that he's either doing what I like to do on the podcast, which is just cause chaos because
Yeah,
I love getting the comments going and getting people riled up, or he's just being a straight up homer. And I truly believe he's just being a straight up homer. The Skip Bayless syndrome that is Nick Wright. Like he's being a
agreed.
homer, glazing Mahomes and all those boys.
Trust is saying here they're saying they're going to give us a primetime game. Do you think they will? I
Well,
hope not.
we have one,
I won't lie.
do we not?
We do. We got a
We have
Sunday night versus San
I thought it
Francisco
was
in
I thought it
Indy.
was thought it was Monday.
Yeah, that's a Monday night game. I won't be
It's
able
a
to watch
Monday
that. I
night
got
game.
work.
Okay, yeah, Monday. But yeah, we got that one. I personally like. Even Matt had to remind me. I want to say 2 weeks ago that we had a 1 o'clock game. Like I like when the Colts play in the morning. I like to get our game out of the way
Yeah,
in
I
case
can't
I
wait
get
for
tired and
tomorrow's
I
game,
pass
dude.
out. Like I don't know. Like I used to like primetime games, but it was when I was younger. I didn't really, have as much responsibility. I wasn't an old man and all this other stuff. So it's a little bit different. I want to get my Colts game over in the morning. So
No,
Plus being on the West Coast, man, like Monday night games, the games come on like pretty much as soon as I get home from work. So it's like I don't know. I don't like to come home and have to hurry up and put a game on.
yeah, exactly.
I feel you. No, like I'm either gonna wake up and go get my daughter, depending on when my parents, text me and say, "Yo, hey, come get your kid," which I'll pick her up and bring her home, and we'll have the evening together. Or I'm gonna do laundry and watch the Colts game. I think I'm gonna do what Matt does and just like do my laundry while the Colts are on, and hopefully we get a dub. So we'll see what happens.
Your mom said that KC is the same, but he can be beat. Dave said missed the Super Bowl in '95 with Harbaugh because of Pittsburgh. Yeah, that one was tough too. She said Aaron Rodgers suck.
Yeah, we're Aaron Rodgers haters in this family, man. I don't think anyone in my family has ever actually liked Aaron Rodgers. And to be fair, I used to like Aaron Rodgers until I drafted him on fantasy. And then I realized that the dude is really not that good, especially when it comes to fantasy. Like if you draft Aaron Rodgers in fantasy football, you don't know fantasy football because he is not a
Yeah.
fantasy football favorite quarterback.
Fantasy.
Even when he like won MVP, like he was not putting up stellar numbers.
I just
Um,
used to draft Tony Romo.
I just
I like having Matthew Stafford, man.
Bitch is almost clear. Damn, I missed what happened. Chester says Stephen A. Smith says we're the shit, then goes and does 180 and says the Chargers refs gave us the game this week. He says we're first on this list. Oh yeah, that's what it's Stephen A's list. That's what he has to do. He has to change up his opinion with information each and every week. He can only follow it, so he don't really pay attention that much. The game on the West
10
Coast
a.m.
is either as 10, 1 o'clock, or 5. Those are times that
Tony Homo. Hey boy, hey.
I used to like Tony Romo, man. I used to like Tony Romo.
Tony Romo is one of the quarterbacks in the NFL that got the most hate for no fucking reason. For
He
like
played
no
for
reason at all.
obviously. He played for the gayest franchise in NFL history, the Dallas Cowgirls. Like, come on, dog.
Bro, the way you just said "hey" made me think of that one video that I saw earlier today, where they were like, "Can a ghost be gay?" And they were like, "Boo,
Boo.
boo."
Hey man, Tony Romo led me some fantasy championships in fantasy football. Him and Jason Witten, like, dude was a dog in fantasy, and I'd wait till like the 8th or 9th round and draft him.
Bro,
So,
Geno
And don't
Smith
forget-
won the
and don't
championship last year.
And don't forget about my dog Des Bryant.
that was still a catch.
That
That
was
was-
still a catch.
That was a catch. Just like the
But
game-
it was the fucking Aaron Rodgers effect.
that was a
They
catch.
couldn't let Aaron Rodgers lose that game.
I thought that was Calvin Johnson.
No,
What?
that was Des Bryant.
That's Bryant. Cowboys versus the Packers.
Yeah, up in the Lambeau Field.
During
Yeah,
the playoffs.
yeah.
Yep.
It was the
Yeah.
NFC Championship game.
Yeah. And then Rodgers won his ring versus Squealers.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, man. Anything left on this Pittsburgh Colts game?
No,
You
I
doing
think
predictions?
it should be another normal week for the Colts.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and jump into it, man. We got week 8 here. And to start the season, it was a clean sweep for me, you, and Trev as a win for the Colts over the Pittsburgh Steelers. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Zach, what you got?
I got Colts 27. Colts aren't scoring 30 points this game. I think they're going to have a lull. I still think they win, but they ain't scoring 30. And I have Pittsburgh 24.
You said 27-24?
Yes, 27-24 INDY with the win.
What about you, Matt? What you got?
41-17.
Jesus. For real?
Their defense is trash, dude.
Man, I hope that's the case. I won't be mad.
Their defense is fucking god awful, and I'm predicting that all of our starters are going to be out in the fourth quarter again.
Jeez.
I hope that's the case, bro.
Poor Daniel Jones doesn't even get to fucking do his own victory fucking kneel downs.
It's fine. Bring out Riley. You won't hear me.
Hey, I'm actually totally fine with that. I need JT to take off as many fourth quarters as he possibly can.
For real.
That would be
Like
good
I
for
saw somebody say the other day we're running him to the ground, and I'm like, the dude doesn't even play in the fourth quarter. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know. I seen somebody else say that, and I'm like, bro, he had 12 carries and didn't even play the fourth quarter. Like, what are we talking about? As for me, I'm gonna go 29-19 Colts win. That would be my score right there. Dave said, Matt, you got a double duty of laundry for the 41 points.
Yeah, dog.
Don't worry, I saved my laundry for tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
And your mom said 31-17.
And I gotta wash my uniform, so that's a second load right there.
You don't get them dry cleaned and pressed?
No. You're not allowed to dry clean the actual like digital camo. You gotta.
Oh, I thought you were talking your blues. I was like, you don't get your blues
No,
dry cleaned and pressed?
no. I wear my blues once a month, and that's rarely if I even do that.
Fair enough.
Did you guys see Jair Alexander got traded to the Eagles from Baltimore?
Yeah, I saw that.
Was he that bad? Baltimore, they're like, get out of here?
He's just a
Yeah, he was a healthy
name.
scratch last week. He hasn't been playing all that good. I guess that was it.
Well, they
What
healthy
did you-
scratched him. They healthy scratched him this week before the trade even happened.
Yeah,
What did
yeah.
what the Eagles give up?
It was like a fourth round pick or something.
No, I think it was a 6.
Hold on, let me see. I got it right here. Hold on.
I think it was a 6-7 something
Let
like
me
that.
see. Jair Alexander to the Eagles in exchange for a 2026 sixth-round pick.
Dang,
6 round
he
pick.
fell
But
off.
they have to take on a $4 million deal. Yep, that's it. So
Cap
Eagles.
hit.
Yep.
Howie Roseman does it again.
Best GM in the league, folks. Best GM in the league.
If he ends up
He
hitting
won't
on
do
that.
any. He won't do anything. Like Jair Alexander's cheeks. He's not gonna do nothing.
No, I
He
mean,
just
like
go.
that's what I was telling somebody else because somebody else kept saying he was washed, and I was just like, yeah, I mean, I hear you, but if he can play well, that's a big
Yeah,
hit for the Eagles right
yeah.
there, especially as a team that was struggling with their cornerback too. That's exactly what we need Ballard to do.
If he has like one game, if he has like 2 games where he pops off, he's worth that pick.
Yep,
Like that's just how I see it. If he
and
gives you two
he
two
stays
solid
healthy.
games, yeah,
Mhm.
then that's a pick well spent. That's a move that Ballard needs to make. Do I think he will? No, but that's the type of move that Ballard needs to make.
All right. So yeah, hopefully we will see, man. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers coming up tomorrow. All of us got our predictions in. Zach had 27-24 us. Matt had 41-17. Colts as well. And myself 29-19. Also picking the Colts. And then hopefully we make a move on the at the trade deadline. We got no options for AR. I think his best if he just sticks around for one more year, be a backup quarterback, and then from there he can hope that a team will see his value and possibly trade for him maybe next
Is it
year.
his
Let's
fourth
see.
year?
No, third.
Yeah, the Colts are
Third.
declining that option, that fifth-year
Well,
option.
oh yeah, we would have to
100%.
make a decision on that next year, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The end of
So
this
okay,
year,
yeah, I guess that
yeah.
makes sense. Yeah, I was about to say I didn't even think about that. So yeah,
They ain't gonna pay that dude 21 million.
I think
yeah,
it's
no,
crazy that people are still saying trade AR. I'm like, you realize the man just had surgery, right?
yeah, I know, right? So he gonna have to come in and play well in one of these fourth quarters to get that value up real quick. And trade
I
him
don't
at the
even
end of the
expect him.
season.
I don't even expect him to be able to step on the field until at least the end of the year.
No, he's done.
Nah,
Like
nah. I
I
think he'll
believe his
be
time on
back.
the Colts unit is done.
Bro, it's eye
Um,
surgery, dude. Like
His
it's this
orbital
area.
surgery, it's done. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but they would have put him on season-ending IR. Then. So
he's
Yeah,
on at least 4 weeks.
yeah, but I mean like um the man could barely hit the receivers when he had both eyes working properly. And now you want him to go
Hey,
on the field with an eye and a third? Like
maybe
hey,
it
it's
that's
worked,
fine. Hey, that's
bro. Maybe
fine.
it worked.
yeah, maybe he
Maybe
sees double vision. And now he's like
he
He gets
was wearing
LASIK,
he was wearing glasses.
bro,
So
that's crazy.
and he gets
Uh,
LASIK. It might work.
yeah,
You never know.
we'll see. I think basically we'll extend Daniel Jones and then we'll trade Anthony Richardson somewhere else. Sounded like the Raiders been calling about him for a while, or the Vikings. So we'll see what happens there.
Bro, if he goes to Minnesota and gets good with KOC, I'm gonna be mad.
I wouldn't be mad because it's in the NFC, but if it was
I
in the
would
AFC,
be
I'd probably be mad.
like, I'd be
I'd be mad.
salty if he goes to Minnesota and gets good with KOC. I mean, more power to him. I wish AR that success, but I'd be
Tressa,
kind of mad because I'd be all like, bro, we just had Cam Newton 2.0 and pissed him away.
It'll be off the dollar menu from 1995. You
Hey, that's
probably
when that.
we could
Hey,
probably get it. We
hey,
could probably get a McChicken.
Hey, that was good
hey,
stuff,
that was good stuff,
Bro, y'all remember the 10 chicken nuggets for $1? Woo.
bro. Do you remember
man.
the Crunchwrap Supremes? Or not the Crunchwrap Supreme? The
I was about to say that's Taco Bell, my
oh,
guy.
Taco
Taco
Bell.
Bell. I love Taco Bell. I haven't had it. I haven't had it in so long. I love it though.
Bro, I don't even know what they have at McDonald's anymore. I haven't had McDonald's in like a decade, maybe 2 decades.
Bro,
I don't
my
like McDonald's.
daughter, my daughter lives off McDonald's. It's
My
for food.
my kids love McDonald's, but like
Yeah,
other than that, I am not. I
I
don't
don't
touch
get
that
yeah,
it.
shit.
yeah.
They would get McDonald's, and I would go to Taco Bell.
All right. Says
Do
good night.
do you
Go
have do you
go
have any
Colts.
you have any
Appreciate
panic
you.
or patience this week or?
I did not put any together this week. I think it's been mostly kind of repetitive for the most part. I think we kind of had the same quote unquote issues. So I can't say there's anything to been add to it unless you had something you want to throw in there. I've been
No,
trying to think of
I got
some.
nothing.
I've been trying to think of
I
some, but I don't want to keep
the
repeating the
only
same.
the only one I can think of is Seth's song. Are we panicking or patience with that one? That's
I
that
got.
bad. That's that bad juju,
Oh, dude,
bro.
that's that bad juju. I'm panicked, bro. I'm team
Yeah,
panic
I got.
yeah.
I
with
got.
that,
I
dog.
got. I got patience on that one, man. What was it? Mike Tomlin had literally said just this like 5 weeks ago, randomly brought up AR and told his players don't knock AR out of the game so Joe Flacco doesn't come in and play because he was scared to play
That was like
against Joe
that was
Flacco.
like last
Oh,
year
no.
because he was scared to death
No,
of like Joe
he
Flacco
said
coming
no.
in and
He
spreading them
he
up.
said it this year. He said
said
it
it
this year.
again this year.
Really?
Yeah, so he brought it back up. He brought it up himself.
Remember, I came into the chat and I was confused about it. I was like, "What? Why is he even? We hadn't even played him. Why is he talking about AR? Like, it shit made no
Ex-
sense to me.
exactly. So,
That man's lost his
I
mind."
exactly. So, I mean, if anybody's going to be pissed, it should be all the Colts players that they're sitting there thinking like, "Wow, you got your guys even thinking about knocking out our quarterback." So, I mean,
Hey, panic or patience on Zaire Franklin being able to cover a tight end this year.
I don't. I personally don't care for the linebackers to cover, bro. I want my linebackers to hit hard and stop the run.
I
That's
want
what
I want
for
their zone.
linebackers.
I want their zone coverages to be a little bit better.
Me too. That's what
Man
I'm
on man,
saying. Like,
worrying about them covering man on man. Linebackers don't do that.
right? They don't do
I
that.
played linebacker the entire time, and I would not even want to step into man coverage. Like I got torn ACLs and shit, and I'm just saying these zone coverages that they play in the middle of the field are god awful,
Yeah.
and that
That's
might be a panic for me.
that's the one area that I think Pittsburgh can attack and have and feast all day with because A-Rod's old as hell, and the Steelers
You want
actually have a decent tight end of Pat
you
Pat
you
Fryermuth,
the,
and Zaire doesn't really do well in
The
coverage.
crazy thing is we've said this every week is that we expect teams to attack the middle of the field and they do. But the problem is when you attack the middle of the field and we make you drive down the field in 12 plays and you don't score 7 points out of it because the middle of the field closes up when you get closer to the end zone.
Wow,
I'm
holy
fine with it.
hell!
Like I said it last week, man, I don't care if we're bend don't break. I don't care if we let up 600 fucking yards. If you only score
That's
17 points out of it, I'm good with it. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't. I personally, I could care less about that. I mean, so many people sit there and talk about linebackers covering. Like, I've just never thought of linebackers in that way. We use two of them. I just, as long as they hit people, try and force some fumbles and stuff. Pratt been tackling his ass off. Like, I'm not. I'm not.
Do we like Pratt? I think he's Zaire 2.0.
I think he's Zaire 2.0 too, but that's all I really care about for linebacker. Just don't miss
That's
tackles.
fair.
Like
fair.
that was our problem with Zaire and EJ last year is they kept missing fucking tackles. So it was like you make the tackles and we get off the field on third down. That's what I care about. That's what I
That's fair. Yeah, that's
so
fair.
you can't cover them. You let them get the catch, but you make the tackle. Cool. We get off the field. That's what.
Listen, we also got clean up Kenny. So, all right, these
Exactly.
linebackers miss tackles. You got clean up Kenny or clean up Cross. One of them's going to clean it up.
Teresa said Tennessee stole bocce from us and the teams that can split.
I don't think that's a big loss.
Yeah, it wasn't a loss at all. I think he brought the bad juju over there for Tennessee.
I don't even remember seeing him on the field.
He's not. He's a practice squad player for Tennessee.
Well, they brought him up.
Start.
They brought him up last week.
Yeah, they brought him up for the game.
Yeah, but I don't even remember seeing him on the field.
And then Cody Barton with their game plan for the Colts, they thought they could stop JT. I love that game plan.
JT.
I love that game plan. I hope everyone thinks they can
plan.
stop JT. I hope they all come out.
I hope they keep that game plan for the next like 5 years, bro.
With you.
Hey, Dave ended up throwing a panic or patience in there for us, Matt. Panic or patience on the trade deadline and if we're gonna make any.
I'm not panicking on that. I don't think we're gonna make any, but I'm not panicking. I said last week I'm in a position where I do think I like who we have. I think our corner room is not too hot, but I think that's just due to injuries. We get some of these guys back. Jalen Jones comes back. Ward comes back probably after the bye. I would expect to have him back by the Chiefs game. And I think everything else defensively will come together. Pass rush will start looking better because quarterbacks will have to hold the ball longer, everything like that. So I'm not really panicking. If we make a move, we make a move. If we don't, we don't.
The only well, I mean, I don't even know if it's panic or patience. I don't know. I'll say it's panic because if there's a chance to get Myles Garrett, I'm panicking over it.
I'm not panicking. I'm praying. I'm not even religious.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's panic or patience, but I'm praying.
I'm praying to Jim. I'm praying to Jim. All right, Jim.
Give me
Myles Garrett.
kicker, that's it, man.
Who else? Who else we got to sacrifice, man? Sorry, that was kind of dark.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's all I got.
What, another kicker? You want Bagley too?
Nah, we can't lose 2 kickers, dog. It'd be like that'd be like imagine
we'll still make our average points per game by not kicking extra points.
No, but look, just imagine right. We sacrifice our kicker, and then we go to the AFC Championship game. Miles Garrett just gets a sack, for a quarterback to back up 15 yards, and then next thing you know, we're on offense. We drive down. We get ready to kick a field goal.
Tyler Warren, baby. Tyler Warren. It's good.
45 yards. We kick the field goal. We miss.
Nope. Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren's money from all over the field. That man kicked that field goal. Don't worry about it.
When in doubt, Tyler Warren comes out.
With JT as the holder. All right. JT holding it. Daniel Jones snapping it.
I think they got Rodriguez, or they've got Sanchez also practicing kicks and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, Shane's that dude. He's creepy and weird about that stuff. So
I just rather not sacrifice no more kickers. And then last one, man. Tressa gave us one here. Panic or patience on the quarterback situation. I'll start us off real quick, and I'm just gonna say patience right now. I think if we made a trade, I prefer to be for pass rusher just to lock up the other side personally. And then the reason I do say patience on the quarterback situation is because we're about to get Jalen Jones back. And then we can also we're also going to get Mooney back as well. So I'm going to go ahead and say patience on the cornerback position. What's up, Chris? Appreciate you.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, man, I'm not really panicking over the corner room. I just said it with the trades. I think we get people back healthy and everything's going to change and be better. So,
yep.
Yeah, I'm team panic. I want another corner. You never have enough depth at corner. So for me, I want another one.
I truly think our guys have shown that we have solid depth in that position. I mean, yeah, they're not playing like, turnover lights out or whatever, or playing elite, but they are putting up enough for us to be winning games by double-digit scores. So,
and we've averaged a turnover in every game, which was a pick by
Chris Leonard. Yeah, thank God for him. I remember texting you like, "Oh shit, thank God." I thought we were literally about to end that streak, bro.
Yep. So there it is, folks. Appreciate everybody who's came in. Hopefully Indianapolis Colts continue the streak of their wins, streak of turnovers, and streak continues for a good year, man. Hopefully this continues. We all love it, man. Absolutely appreciate everybody who coming in. Appreciate my guys, Matt and Zach. And as always, go Colts.
Go Colts.
Deuces.
Second down, he fakes the Taylor, fires over the middle, completes.